So there are some times that I kind of like being proven right, which is, and by sometimes I like being proven right, I always like being proven right. Because you better believe if you've been on this channel long enough, I'm wrong more often than I'm right. So the times that I'm right, I'm always happy. The times that I'm right. As a hot take artist, it is one of those things where you're going to be right or you're going to be wrong a lot. And I was super, super high on Maisha Hines-Allen when she was signed. I was like, look, if we when we thought Temi was going to be around the 350 400k range, dear lord, she went for $1 million. We were like, okay, yeah. I said it. I was like, Maisha Hines-Allen is probably the best player the Fever can get in that price range. If they can't get Temi, and like it is one of those things where she has been exceptional. Like it is one of those things. Like she's been really good on defense and like incredibly good on offense. I feel like she's just like Timu Aaliyah. I feel like she's significantly better than Mo Billings. For me, it's like Timu Aaliyah Boston's probably the best way to describe her. Like, you know all the good things Aaliyah Boston does? Like, imagine a player who can do all those things, but is just worse at every single aspect of basketball. And that's what Maisha Hines-Allen is. And that's not a knock on her. Saying that she's like a Timu version of an all WNBA player who I believe can be an MVP candidate is not a knock whatsoever on MHA. That being said, it is kind of crazy in terms of the highest net points for the best defenders that so many of them are rookies. Like you've got Awak's not a rookie, but like Awak's base, I think Awak, if I'm not mistaken, is Awak younger than Dugalich. Like she's somebody that came over and was not ready. She played 3 years in the W and was just straight up not ready. Developed for a couple of years overseas and then came back and has been really, really good. I feel like she's been a player that kind of needs to start for the Dallas Wings. But Gabriela Hawkes, Olivia Moss, which is a crazy one because she couldn't guard a parked car when she was at Notre Dame. Like, we talk about Caitlin Clark being bad in defense in college. There was levels to bad. Like, there were levels to bad defense. And Olivia Miles cared less about playing defense at Notre Dame than Caitlin Clark did at Iowa. Shout out Cheryl Reeve. Then you've got Flau'jae and, like, you got, 3 rookies in here? 3 rookies in the top 9? But MHA being this good has even kind of been a shock for me. Like, in terms of, like, her net rating, like, even her on-off numbers have been exceptional for the Fever. Her net rating has been second, maybe it's higher, but for a while it was second only to Caitlin Clark on the Fever. Like, she is somebody that is legitimately showing that, look, she's here for redemption. I think everyone who's heard any of the interviews, like, she is here for redemption. Like, Natasha Howard went to the Indiana Fever because she wanted to, she wanted to win MVP. She wanted the recognition. MHA is there for redemption. She's somebody that, again, less than 24 months ago, was seen as a key piece for the best team in the world winning a title. She is somebody that 12 months ago, or 15 months ago, was offered a max contract to play for the Dallas Wings. She was playing on a max last year. And yes, we look at players differently based on the contract, and we judge players differently based on the contracts they're playing for. I've used the example of Lexi Hull. Like, I think if Lexi Hull was on a team-friendly deal, the fact that she's shooting the ball well and hustles hard is going to be enough. But because she's not on a team-friendly deal, it becomes more of an issue, the fact that she can't guard anybody anymore. She might be the worst defender in the league. But when it comes to MHA, she's just being an all-around good defender. I think she's been good at getting in the way. I think she's been overall good in terms of in terms of just her ability to I say this, but like, stop people. Like, she's not someone that's going to get a craziest amount of stocks. Like, she's not a defensive playmaker. But what she is somebody that's going to play defense. She's going to rebound. She's going to play hard. That's all you want. That is all you want. I'm sorry. Like, anyone not only expecting more, but like, I understand wanting more, but a player that's 15K above minimum contract. Like, she was the best UFA signing, like, in the WNBA. She's the best. I'm trying to think of just who are the best value UFA signings. Like, Kennedy Carter, sure. But then you also take into account about the way the market was. So Kennedy Carter, number one. With the way the season's been going, to be honest, Jordan Canada at 600K might be number two. I'd put MHA in the, like, Natasha Cloud for 500. I think MHA for 315 is in the, like, Natasha Cloud for 500 territory. And a fantastic signing. An absolutely fantastic signing. Who has been, I thought she looked really good on the offensive end against Seattle. Like, she doesn't score the ball particularly well, and she hasn't scored the ball particularly well this year. But I think she's looked really good. I think she's looked really, really good. And I think overall, like, this is a player that the Indiana Fever probably only signed as a last minute player, because I'd say all the players they wanted to sign were, like, stupidly overpriced. But for me, I don't really like, I don't really think it was a bad one. I think she fell into their lap. I think it was a good signing. I think there's a big difference, by the way, between signing Maisha Hines-Allen on a maximum contract, in a situation where you literally only have, like, on a max, where you don't really have a good coach, like in Dallas, and she's basically trying to be Giannis, versus a player who very clearly is not being given many playmaking reps. Regardless of what Stephanie White says in the media, like, if you see every time she touches the ball, she tries to hand it off with Caitlin or Kelsey. Can be a bit of an offensive hub at times. Is a willing passer. When she wants to be a connective passer, is a good one. And again, there is a reason she was a key contributor on a championship team. There's a reason. I still don't know how. Like, she was the TJ Warren of the WNBA. If you guys don't know about Bubble TJ Warren, but she was Wubble Maisha Hines-Allen. She made an all WNBA team. Like, she was Bubble TJ Warren before Bubble TJ Warren was a thing. So yeah, obviously that's not the most ideal comparison, but still, she was pretty okay. She was good, really good in 2023 playoffs. I watched back some of those games. Completely garbage in the 2024 finals. I can't stress that enough. But, like, one bad final series does not take away from an entire career. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. See you guys.